everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Judy and I'm the running so-and-so, and this evening, as requested, I've brought you on my dog walk so that some of you can see my dogs. It's going to swing round here, and there is one here. Oh, she's gone the other side of me now. There she is. We're at a lovely little quiet wooded area not far from my house. Here's the other one. Here comes the first one back. You're going to sit? Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. Where's your little friend gone? The other one is buried somewhere in some woods. She just doesn't know how to go slow. She's two speeds, fast and faster. She won't have gone too far. She never goes too far from me. But she'll be sniffing something. Maggie, round. Q. Here comes Poppy. I can hear her. That's why I've got bells on them, because they literally go everywhere and you just can't see them. There's some more horrible muddy water in there. Here comes Maggie out, and here comes Poppy. And on that note, I shall finish filming the dog walk and I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to go into my lovely new sewing room when I get home, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So we're back at the house, and in through my, been in yet, I know the dogs are inside, and in we come. And as I come into my house, this is my view. I come in through the back and I see my sewing room here, having had a lovely walk with the dogs. This is work night, school night. It's just Diet Cola. I'm back on the slimming world. Well, I did say it was running, saying life, guys, and I do have a weight issue. I like my food likes my body. So if I eat something naughty, it tends to stay there for a little bit too long. Anyhow, let's be positive. It's Diet Cola. I'm sorry I've been quiet for a few days. In my life, early September is quite a traumatic period for me, because I have what would have been my wedding anniversary, followed 8 days later by the anniversary of me losing my husband, and that was yesterday. And today is a new day and I feel so much better. The 14th of September isn't my day. Today is today. I have already done this video once, but I didn't like it. So I decided that it was time to redo it. It just didn't work. The format that I'd done, I tried to put too much in, and as I've also said again, this is about me learning how to use tech. I am 60 next year. I will succeed. So, the sewing room. So, the back of the room was opened up because I had a wall taken out, and the wall was taken out right behind me where the breakfast bar is that I don't use. And it's opened up the whole room. And this space down here, it just literally had storage units and my parents' old oak hall table. And I don't know what hit me. I tried to create a sewing space upstairs, it just didn't work. I just like to be, when I'm sewing, me personally, I like to be in the heart of things. I do have the television and the radio on a lot. I do live on my own, it's company. So there's a television point in here. So I think during lockdown I suddenly decided that this was going to be my sewing space, and I was going to put in the most massive sewing table I could fit. I mean, seriously, when I say it's massive, it really is massive. There's probably 18 inches all the way around it. So I'm in the heart of the house, and my dogs actually have their dog bed in here. There's Poppy, flopped after the lovely walk she's just had. So how did I decide how I was going to do this? Well, I think I thought, because I'd got a sewing room upstairs that didn't work for me, I basically had what I needed and then brought it down, and I would bring it downstairs and I'd be fine. No, ladies, that doesn't work. We all try to reuse furniture, but it doesn't work the way we want it to do. So I had a few trips to Ikea, the first with lovely Rachel from Stitched Up, who took me when I couldn't walk, and then my daughter took me back, and I think I took myself back the day I got my car. Before I was 60, I set myself a challenge. A couple of challenges. One was to run the Great North Run, which has been cancelled. Hopefully we'll be able to run it next year, and put up some shelves. So I managed it. So I've got my Slimming World shelf at the top here and another shelf down there. The first shelf took me an hour and a half to do. The second shelf took me 15 minutes to do. This Kallax here has got some more cookery books in it, and it's got things like dog toys and gloves in. Just need to be able to access gloves is so much easier. Obviously I've got a space on the floor here for my dogs. I have my Ikea trolley. I'm not quite certain what ultimately where I'm going to put that. I'd like to see if I can fit it in here in front of the television, but I don't think it will fit. Or to slide it in the little corner there at the end of the Kallax Units, which means pulling the dog bed forward, but that's okay. So most importantly, why did I choose this room? And it's because the windows here are south facing, the sun comes straight in, which also warms the room up. But look at those glorious skylights. I've got one light fitting on the wall there, and the next thing I will be doing in here is fitting in some spotlights to give me better lighting. So really this side of the kitchen is the things I need to keep in the kitchen that were here already, but the rest of it is my sewing space. So before I went out for the dog walk, I thought I'll set it up a little bit so you can see how I want it to work. So what I'm going to be making first is the Brigitte top by Tissue Patterns, and I'm going to use this beautiful Breton style fabric that I got from First for Fabrics, because I really want to try and crack the Breton top. Now at the end of this video I'm going to put a little bit of extra on at the end because Rachel came, and Rachel christened the sewing table, and we had a tiny little mini fabric haul from First for Fabrics, which I will show you. The rest of it is over there on my windowsill, and you can have a little laugh at Rachel and I getting very giddy over a very large sewing table. So I have simply used it's the Linnmon Tops, and I don't know what they call these trestles. I will try and find out, and I will put it in the description box underneath this video. They are very popular because you can lift them up. So underneath here, I don't know if you can see it, but this will lift. Oh, if I lift it from this bit here, you can see that it will lift, and you simply move the pegs and the table will lift. So Linnmon Tops, they are both 150 by 75, which means I've got 150 square. Obviously on the top of my little table here, I've got the very cheap Ikea ironing board. You can tell here this is another sewing room tour of how to use Ikea in a sewing room. I have a very small Ikea pegboard. I did have a bigger one, I couldn't get it to work because I have my beautiful photos here and I didn't want to disturb those. I have a beautiful clock that my daughter and future son-in-law bought me for Christmas last year. It's actually got buttons on it. They got it at a craft market. So there I have my lovely logo that I had digitised, and I've just got labels on the notice board at the moment. It's very, very simple. Magazine racks. And then underneath here, I'm just trying to use the drawers for really straightforward things. I know I've got the camera in one, I've got overlocker in the other, and the doors, all the doors at the bottom, and I think this door up here will show you the same thing. It's literally got projects in it. Those are my Make 9 baskets. I've got these lovely plastic baskets, and you can put your Make 9 patterns and your fabrics in there, so you've got them. These, one of these has got a stationery box in, one has got some fabric in it. And the top one here, I've started to put in my elastics. The next one down has got things for my old overlocker. That is cutting out things, so it's got scissors, tape measures, bobbins, weights. This is my stationery drawer. Every kitchen needs a stationery drawer. Now, these two doors at the bottom, the reason I went for the doors originally was that I wanted to store my overlocker and cover stitch behind doors to keep them in here safe. This is my Baby Lock cover stitch. It's the very basic Baby Lock cover stitch machine, and it is a demon, and it fits in there nicely. Now in this one is the overlocker that I've just replaced. This one was brilliant when she was new. She just needs a little bit of TLC, and then my daughter will take her off my hands. Here I have got my machines. This is my Bernina 880. Here I have my new overlocker machine at the end. Is if I'm going anywhere, like I'm going to stay with family and I want to do some sewing, I can take that one with me. It is a Bernina B350 SE, and it's the cotton and steel one, and I chose the one with all the bobbins on. And this is the Baby Lock Acclaim, and literally she is so new. I'm still learning how to use her. The first thing I actually wanted to do with her was to do flat locking. Always wanted to achieve that fantastic effect of perfect seams. So here are my Oola leggings that I'm wearing, and I don't know if you can see it, but this is the most amazing flat locked seam that I've done on the Oola leggings using this machine, and it was literally the first thing I did on that machine. I wanted to flat lock them, and I went slightly wrong. I hadn't realised I had to have 2 threads through the same tension guide, and what made the difference was actually, as they come out the tension guide, the one that is actually on the right follows that way through, but the one on the left follows the standard way through, but yet they go through the same tension, and that's what made the difference. I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be doing overlocking, 4-thread overlocking when I'm making this beautiful Breton top. We have my Bernina 880. I'm sure you've seen these before. What I am going to say about sewing machines is that they are personal to you. I've ended up down the Bernina route, but I've got really good sewing friends who use Brother, who use Janome, who use Faf. It's whatever suits you. That is the most important thing with a sewing machine. But what I would say in sewing machines that is absolutely most important and where you buy it from and the service that you get from your sewing machine dealer. And there are many sewing machine dealers around the country who all offer a fantastic service. I am going to name the place I got mine from, and they are not paying me to do this, they're not endorsing me to do this, but I have used them for 20 years, and I use David Drummond in Scotland, in Edinburgh. I stumbled across him, oh gosh, in the late 1990s, and it was in the Vogue Patterns magazine, and that's how I found him. I rang him up and said, I'd like this machine. We'd moved your dealer. Your dealer's then going to get a really good relationship with your dealer, and that will really help with your machine, because if you've got any problems, they'll be able to help you. I'm going to pause now, and I'm going to go let you see this little bit of a video of Rachel and I coming into the kitchen and getting very giddy over the fact that I have this fantastically large table. So Rachel's come to see my lovely new cutting out table, which the world is going to come.
Gorgeous! You need to get some. You don't use a rotary cutter though, do you? I was going to say.
I do. It's over there.
Oh, well, you need to get some.
I need to get some big board, big boards.
Cutting mats, don't you?
More mats. Same people. Same people. Same people.
I ordered 2 fabrics from them.
I love the way they wrapped it up.
No.
Look at this. Can we see this? It's from.
It needs to be
there.
Yeah, there. You can see it there. Look.
Yeah. Can we see it there?
Yeah.
We have to hold it up. Do you think we're too far away?
Yeah. We are going to go for a run, which is why we're dressed like this as well.
You're all going to think we're Rachel and I are completely mad. Right, here we go. We've been at First for Fabrics.
Yeah.
So, because I had to buy a new overlocker and I have been playing, it is the right one now. Which one is it? Is this the cheap one or is this the expensive one? I've got 2. One of these is a Stoff of Denmark, and I don't know which is the Stoff of Denmark.
No, I don't. I wouldn't be able to tell. They're both lovely.
I'm going to have to go back on my order and work out which is which. But these are to make Oola leggings, which I can now make.
Are these just cotton jersey?
Just a cotton jersey with a 4-way strip.
They're really nice.
To make
leggings.
This is a bit thinner.
I
think this is the cheaper one, because you can say they said it would be a bit transparent. But you know, it's
I want
really
some
nice.
Leggings that colour. I might have to buy some of this.
This is to make. I want to make a Breton top.
Yeah.
With the stripes on like this. So I really need to try and work out how to do that.
Yeah.
And there's a Tessuti pattern coming for that. It is the Tessuti Brigitte pattern, and it's on the way from the ladies at the Fold line.
Fantastic.
And this, I think, might have been a Stoff. This is Mrs. Watson going mad for school. Look, I look absolutely awful. You're looking more elegant than me.
I don't look elegant in my running kit.
But look at this.
That's gorgeous. Look at that. That's wild.
That is wild. I think the children will see me coming in that.
What are you going to make with that?
That is an Isla top by Tessuti Patterns. Again,
nice.
one that I can practice on my lovely new overlock. So, I hope you enjoyed seeing Rachel and I being very silly. So, thank you so much for tuning in again, and thank you for staying with me on this journey. Thank you for all the subscribes and all the comments, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. If you like what you've seen, give me a like. If you'd like to subscribe, please subscribe. I'm on Instagram under the same name. It's at running_so_n_so. It should show at the beginning of the video and it should show at the end. So I do hope you've enjoyed this and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care everybody, goodbye.